Here is my presentation to the ICC. Ukalo ya the ICC nukasibu. Sibuli pame nakopmeo mga anana gani. Amalo inumare nik pero palet longa teikanitsi mayoni. Amalo pita ata mimik tamaw nga ilaw na stitch lawman. Pinaswa tasimalak takanita ko chout si gumagami. Nakopmeo. I will give this presentation in English. My name is Alopakulula. I come from Huaktak, Quebec, Nunavik, from the land, the ice, and the waters that have sustained our people since time of immemorial. Today, I am honored to stand before you not just as a researcher, but as a son of this land who has been taught by it. I'm here to speak about two gifts from the Arctic that hold the power to heal our people. Beluga lotion, our traditional animal fat medicine, and Rhodiola rosea tulirunak, the Arctic root of resilience. For generations, our ancestors used what the land provided. Caribou fat, seal fat, beluga fat, muskox fat, goose fat, bear fat. These were not just food, they were medicine. I have learned to make beluga, traditional lotion from rendered animal fats, infused with Arctic herbs and knowledge passed down through generations. I have documented its effects. I have shared it with people suffering from eczema, dry skin, hair loss, conditions made worse by our harsh climate and the chemicals of colonial consumer products. The before and after results speak for themselves. Skin heals, inflammation reduces, people look younger, not because of vanity, but because their bodies are finally receiving what they need. This is decolonization in action. Not just theory, not just words, but returning to what our grandmothers knew. My proposal includes teaching Arctic communities to make their own beluga lotions, soaps, and chapsticks, to use the abundance of animal fats that already exist in our communities, fats that are often discarded, and transform them into products that heal. This is economic sovereignty. This is food security. This is health sovereignty. We do not need to import chemical-laden skincare from the South. We have everything we need right here. We just need to remember. I also teach about gimminak, lingonberries, and other traditional plants that complement our medicine. Every plant, every fat, every root is part of a system of knowledge that sustained us for millennia. Colonialism tried to break that chain. Today, we are reforging it. But healing is not only in the fat, it is also in the leaves and the roots. Our people have long used mametohodit, Labrador tea, as a tea for stomachache, and as an ointment for skin rashes. The land gives us medicine in many forms. Tea for the inside, ointment for the outside. Every part of the plant, every part of the animal has a purpose. This is the depth of our knowledge. We did not just find one remedy, we found many, and we understood how to use them together. And then there are the roots. In 2023, walking the tundra near Huaktak, I found something that changed my life. A red-rooted plant growing stubbornly from the rock. Rhodiola rosea, Tulligunok, Utsuk. I later learned our ancestors knew it well. In Siberia, they call it golden root. In traditional Chinese medicine, it has been used for over 1,000 years. But here in Inuit Nunangat, it had been waiting unrecognized, unstudied, but not unknown to the land. Rhodiola is an adaptogen. It helps the body resist stress, mental, physical, and environmental. For people who face the highest suicide rates in Canada, who live under the weight of intergenerational trauma from colonialism, this is not just a plant, it is a pathway. I documented this discovery on social media. The response was overwhelming. People from Pangnitang, Cape Dorset, Guwakjuk, Coral Harbor, Ulukhaktuk, Kutjuak, the Siuyak, all say the same thing. We want this plant. We have this plant. We never knew what it was called. This is what happens when traditional knowledge is suppressed. We walk past medicine every day. Rhodiola rosea contains active compounds, salicylate and rosavin, that have been scientifically proven to reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, improve cognitive function under fatigue, support the nervous system, and act as natural antidepressant. Studies in Russia, China, and Scandinavia confirm what our bodies already knew. But here is what the scientific world does not yet know: how this plant grows in Arctic Canada, how our specific climate and soil affects its potency, and how Inuit traditional knowledge can guide its sustainable use. This is why I submitted a proposal to the Arctic Inspiration Prize to establish the first Rhodiola rosea research and cultivation project in Inuit Nunangat, to bring farms where none exist, to create jobs where there are few, to give our youth a reason to stay, not just to survive, but to thrive. Delegates, the Arctic is not a wasteland waiting to be mined. It is a pharmacy. It is a university. It is a sanctuary. We are living in a time of global chaos, wars, climate collapse, mental health crisis. The world is looking for solutions, but the solutions are not always in laboratories in the south. Sometimes they are in the tundra beneath our feet. Sometimes they are in the wisdom of our elders. Sometimes they are in the courage of a young person who decides to look at a red root and ask, "What is this?" I call upon this council, upon our leaders, upon our communities. Let us invest in our own knowledge. Let us fund research into Arctic adaptogens. Let us build greenhouses and farms that grow healing, not just food. Let us teach our children that they come from a lineage of scientists who knew the land, the water, the plants, and the animals without ever needing a degree. I did not win the Arctic Inspiration Prize this year, but I am not stopping. I am here. I am working, and I invite all of you to join me. The land has given us everything. It is time we listen to what it is saying. Hoyanamik, Nakomik, thank you.